on GB News. Now, Prince Harry has found himself once again at the centre of a massive row after being nominated for an award named after an American war hero killed in Afghanistan. The Duke of Sussex is set to be honoured with the Pat Tillman Award for his work for the Invictus Games, but sources claim he is now stunned by the backlash he's received. But is the backlash justified? Well, let's pose that question to the former BBC great friend of the show, the legendary Mr. Michael Cole. Michael, always a delight to have you on the show. Do you know what, Michael? I'll be honest. The only thing I'm stunned about is the fact that Prince Harry is stunned.
Yes, he says it's a bitter pill. Well, there's no way of sugarcoating this pill, Martin, because actions have consequences. And what he's been doing over the last 4 years has not gone down well in America. And 68,000 people, mainly Americans, have signed a petition that he should not receive, he should not be given this Pat Tillman Award. Mrs. Mary Tillman, who is the mother of the late Pat Tillman, she said, she described Prince Harry in the following terms. She described him as this controversial and divisive individual. A privileged person, she said. It should go to somebody who actually does things unheralded. And she said she was shocked and she wasn't consulted about the prince, and there we see him in happier times, receiving this award. Now, Pat Tillman was a genuine war hero. He was a football player for the Arizona Cardinals, and he gave away or gave up a £3 million contract in order to join the army after 9/11, and he and his brother joined the army. And unfortunately and tragically, he was killed 20 years ago in Afghanistan, sadly by friendly fire. But that doesn't take anything away from him. He was awarded the Silver Star and the Purple Heart. And this award from ESPN recognizes service and also service connected with sport. Now, we know that Prince Harry did a great job in setting up the Invictus, meaning unconquered games, after he'd seen the Warrior Games in America. And we know that he served nobly and valiantly in Afghanistan as a commander of an Apache attack helicopter. Commendations are due there. But all of that, of course, was pre-Meghan. And after he married in 2017 and then scooted into self-imposed exile in California, well, we don't need to draw you a picture. We know that what's gone on. And in America, you know, the late Queen was held in high regard. And a lot of people have been saying, who've been commenting on this, well, where is the service of Prince Harry? He's turned against his own commander-in-chief, i.e. his father, and he said some very ungallant and unkind things about the Princess of Wales and indeed his brother. So 68,000 people have signed this petition. The award would be given on Thursday night. There is a complication, Martin, because the MC, the host of the ceremony, would be Serena Williams. Now, Serena Williams is a big buddy of Meghan Markle, so perhaps it might be rather difficult for husband Harry to say, I'm not going there. But if I were giving him PR advice, that's an unlikely thing. But if I were, I would say that he should either politely decline the award because it is so controversial, or he should not accept it in person, because we don't want to see him being booed, do we?
Well, some people might rather enjoy that, Michael, but let's leave our own opinions out of this. But isn't the point here that Prince Harry seems to exist, and Meghan Markle, the Sussexes in general, seem to exist in this vacuum where they simply don't get the temperature test of what the public are thinking? It's clearly an award that Harry, as an individual, isn't fit to take. When you look at the mother's reaction, and you can only ascertain from this, Michael, that it's a PR stunt, that ESPN think this was a good idea too. They're all completely out of touch. My sister was married to a US serviceman. I know America. I know how they think about their veterans, deeply, deeply care about them. And to turn this into a PR stunt, a bauble, they spectacularly misread the room, Michael Cole.
I think so. ESPN, of course, were looking for ratings, and I think they've actually miscalculated here. They've tried to defend the award by saying, well, he's done such a great job over 10 years for the Invictus Games. That is undoubtedly true. But other people have countered by saying, yes, it's all about him now. And here we see them in British Columbia at Whistler, because they're going to have very soon winter games for those who have been unfortunate enough to be wounded and injured in conflicts around the world. All very commendable. But if it's an ego trip, people see through it. You know, people are not fooled. They get the right idea. And if they don't get the right idea, GB News tells them what the right idea is.
And do you think that he will turn the award down, or is it simply gone too far now? He has to go with this.
I'm wondering if he's ever listening to PR advice, or if the advice he's getting is any good. You know, you can have many yes men around you saying yes, 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 but occasionally you need an abominable no man who's going to say, no, this is a bad idea, and you'd look much more respectable, much more gallant, much more noble if you understood. Listen to that mother, Mrs. Tillman, who lost her son aged 27, 20 years ago, to friendly fire in Afghanistan. Listen to what she said. She said it should go to somebody much more humble, not somebody who's privileged, not somebody who's got immense amounts of wealth, not somebody who, as you intimate, lives in a bubble where their own estimation of themselves it seems to be the paramount one. Always a big mistake to believe your own publicity. And it seems to be that Prince Harry is only listening to one person, and she is the one closest to him.
OK, we'll have to leave it there. Michael Cole, perhaps you could be the abominable no man and put your big foot up Harry's backside. Thank you very much for joining us on the show. Always a pleasure. Now, get ready.